I think we underestimated, or we didn't make a big deal enough last week of just how upset the people in Cincinnati, the organization, et cetera, the players were about the way they felt the league handled the whole situation. The fact that that game was scheduled, that tickets were sold, 50,000 tickets already sold in Atlanta for a game that only got played if the Bengals lost.
But I think the other piece of it is this. It wasn't going to change dude, though.
I agree.
Like, that's who he is. You know, when you watch in pregame, he's throwing the football, spinning around in the snow. Like, that's who Joe Burrow is. Like, he in no way thinks that any moment is too big for him. And when you can go into the opponent stadium and understand you're standing across the field from Josh Allen, who is an absolute alien, and know to yourself, I'm the best quarterback on this field, and I have the best football team. That's who Joe Burrow is. And it doesn't matter if this game is played at Cincinnati, if this game is played at a neutral site, or if this game is played in Buffalo. He does not lose big football games, whether it was in 2019 at LSU or it's been the last 2 years in the playoffs. There is no quarterback that has shown up for his team in every single moment like Joe Burrow has.
You said it. What's the first thing you said to me this morning about Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in football. Quarterback. Now, Chiefs fans, Patrick's the best player. Patrick is the most talented quarterback that has ever stepped foot on the NFL field. But when it comes to quarterbacking and understanding defenses and understanding play calls and how to attack defenses and the timing and getting the ball, Joe's the best. He's the best going right now when it comes to all the things that we can write down about what it takes to play quarterback at a high level. He does it all exceptionally well. And he's the guy that really is the model for what quarterbacks should be in the future, because there's the athleticism. Patrick's an outlier. Stop chasing Patrick Mahomes if you're an NFL team.
Chasing ghosts.
You ain't gonna find them.
Yep.
Lamar's an outlier. Jalen Hurts is an outlier, those guys, because they do things that you can't figure out how. Joe does all the things that you sit there and go, oh, I know how he does that stuff, but he's the only one who does it.
Yeah.
He's the only one who does all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. This is a franchise changer.
Yeah.
The minute he came into the Cincinnati Bengals, he changed the entire franchise.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what? Nobody wanted to go to Cincinnati. Oh, they get terrible facilities. They got all this. Now they got facilities. Wonder why? Because now they got a stud.
Right.
Everybody
Don't you
wants
think
to
guys
go
are
to
gonna go-
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They want to go to Cincinnati
Players-wise.
And so to me, look, Greeny, we'll remember this guy. He's got the charisma of Namath.
Absolutely.
He really does.
Yeah.
And when I look at, and by the way, God, I hate to say it, but he reminds me so much of that cat that used to play in New England, the young Tom Brady. That's what he looks like. So to me, like, golly, I don't know if he'll win six Super Bowls, but I know he's going to win a bunch.
The other part is this, though. He never gets tired of doing the right thing, right? Like, if I got to throw it behind the line to Jamar Chase, that's fine. We might get 8. We'll get 2 on the next snap. Joe Burrow has figured out that, you know what? Doing the right thing consistently and over time can make me great.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing from Joe Burrow. When you're a guy that had to transfer because someone more talented than you got the job at Ohio State, or when you go into college and you've worked to play, you learn to do all the little things that allow you to get on the field. And as you mature, you can possibly turn into
You know
what
who he is? He's Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter, he's not going to wow you physically. Everything's done the right way. And then in the biggest moments,
That's what it
do
is.
you want someone else to have the football other than him? Be in that moment.
If you might consider it, it might be the guy that he goes up against this week.
Yes.
And you will hear over and over and over again that the Bengals and Burrow have beaten Mahomes 3 consecutive times, 2 of them on the road. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.